Here are the words for Unit 5, numbers 1 through 10. First one, amnesty, a noun, a general pardon for an offense against a government. In general, any act of forgiveness or absolution. Each year, right before Thanksgiving, the White House provides amnesty for 2 lucky turkeys who will not be served at dinner. Make sure you use amnesty as a noun. You give or receive amnesty. You do not use it as a verb. You don't amnesty anybody. Autonomy, noun, self-government, political control. Nations receive autonomy when they're able to govern themselves. Sometimes you can also look at it at the age of 18 or 21. People become autonomous or receive autonomy if you're able to kind of govern yourself. Axiomatic, adjective, self-evident, expressing a universally accepted principle or rule. Something that everyone believes to be true is an axiomatic truth. Blazon, a verb, to adorn or embellish, display conspicuously. Conspicuous means it stands out, it's noticeable. To publish or proclaim widely during the holiday season. A lot of people blazon decorations all over their home and yard and so forth. Next one, caveat, a noun, a warning or a caution to prevent misunderstanding or discourage behavior. When you buy something, oftentimes it comes with a caveat, a warning to the buyer, buyer beware, caveat emptor. Again, make sure you use it as a noun. You look at a caveat, you get a caveat. You don't caveat anyone. Do not use it as a verb. Equitable, an adjective, fair, just, embodying principles of justice. Think of equal. If you are being treated fairly, you're being treated equitably. Extricate, a verb. Sometimes during the holidays, people have to spend a lot of time extricating the Christmas lights if they get tangled during the other 11 months of the year. To free from entanglements or difficulties, to remove with effort. Also, if you're in a difficult situation in life, you want to extricate yourself from that situation. Filch, verb, to steal, especially in a sneaky way in petty amounts. If you take the last piece of turkey at Thanksgiving, you are filching that last piece of turkey. Flout, a verb, to mock, treat with contempt. Hopefully nobody flouts you, and hopefully you are not flouting anybody else. And fractious, an adjective, tending to be troublesome, unruly, quarrelsome, contrary, unpredictable. You are causing problems or starting arguments. You are fractious. Those are the first 10 words of Unit 5. And here are the next 10 words for Unit 5. Number 11, a precept, a noun, very simple, any kind of rule of conduct or action. In class, you have precepts, rules that you have to follow. Salutary, an adjective, beneficial, helpful, healthy, wholesome. Food can be salutary. Advice, if it helps you, can be salutary as well. Scathing, an adjective, bitterly severe, withering, causing great harm. Somebody directs a scathing comment at you, it's going to hurt your feelings. Anything that is hurtful is scathing. Sometimes you hear the weather people, meteorologists, talk about the scathing winds. If you get these really cold, bitter winds that kind of penetrate right to the bone. Scourge, a verb and a noun. The verb is to whip or punish severely. The noun, anything that causes you great suffering, is a scourge to your existence. The source of severe punishment or criticism, the bane of your existence. If there is a subject that is causing you a lot of headaches, a lot of difficulty, that subject is a scourge to you. Sepulchral, adjective, funereal, which means kind of like a funeral, typical of the tomb, extremely gloomy or dismal. Sometimes those gray, gloomy days we get in November have a sepulchral feel to them. Soporific, an adjective and a noun, something that will cause you to be sleepy, relating to sleepiness or lethargy. Also a noun, something that induces sleep. If you take a sleep medication, that is a soporific. The reason why so many people are tired after Thanksgiving dinner, turkey has a soporific in it. It causes us to feel sleepy. And take note of the little message there. Make sure you're not saying you are soporific if you're tired. If you say you're soporific, that means you are so boring, you cause other people to fall asleep, kind of perhaps like this video right now. But it's whatever causes you to fall asleep is soporific. Straight-laced adjective, extremely strict regarding moral standards and conduct, prudish, puritanical, as far as how one lives one's life, can be straight-laced. The Victorian era was known for being a very straight-laced time period. You had to follow certain morals and rules to social etiquette. Transient, adjective and noun, adjective lasting only a short time, fleeting. Fleeting means it doesn't last very long. Also a noun, one who stays only a short period of time. There's a calendar there. Summer break is often seen as being very transient. Feels like it only lasts a week. Unwieldy, an adjective, not easily carried or handled, managed, not easily carried, handled, or managed because of the size or complexity. If there's something you're carrying that it's not so much heavy, but just has an odd shape to it, it's unwieldy. And then also, if you're having a hard time managing a task, that too can be described as unwieldy. And vapid, you could also say vapid, adjective, dull, uninteresting, tiresome, lacking in sharpness, flavor, liveliness, or force. A lecture, again, you could say this video is vapid if it's very uninteresting. Food can be vapid if it's lacking any kind of good flavor. Anything that is boring is vapid. The overlap between vapid and soporific. Vapid is simply something dull, uninteresting. Soporific also can apply to any kind of medication or chemical that causes sleepiness, lethargy, and so forth, whereas vapid is just simply boring. Okay, extra credit opportunity. If you were to go back to the first 10 words, one of the words is axiomatic, right here. Self-evident, expressing a universally accepted principle or rule. First student who emails me an axiomatic belief, an axiomatic truth. Try to be creative. First student who emails me an axiomatic belief or truth will get extra credit for the Unit 5, 11 through 20 vocab words. Hope everyone is doing well. Talk to you soon.